So when I think about the Death of Deference, I'm reminded of a black and white, grainy comedy video with John Cleese, Ronnie Barker and Ronnie Corbett, of them all standing in a line at different heights. And it was really about people knowing their place, whether that's in society, in the family, in organisations. And I think those days had long gone. And I want to give two reasons why I think we're going through a phase of dying deference, if you like. The first is that I think people now feel that they can become their own experts. So I remember when I was younger, I'd go to the doctors and I would tell the doctor what was wrong with me. They'd give me a prescription. I'd go away and take some pills and hope to get well. Whereas now, in that kind of scenario, we go on the internet first, we Google our symptoms, we Google the medication we might be thinking about or the other side effects that might be involved, and we quickly become experts in that field. And so we think about those people who put themselves in that role of being experts. Do they actually earn my deference? Do they warrant my deference? Another example in the organisational sense relates to, for example, institutions that we no longer feel the same degree of respect for. So many years ago we had the Enron-Andersen scandal, where it was clear that Enron, one of the world's biggest companies, colluded with an auditing firm to misrepresent its financial situation. And so how do we feel about that? How do we feel about those great institutions? Another would be the banking industry. So the global financial crisis is a problem caused by the banking industry. And again, in that scenario, there once was a time when we were hugely respectful about banks and bank managers. Now it's a very different state of play. So how does this affect us as leaders in terms of the death of deference? Well, the first thing is that leaders no longer automatically get that respect and deference. They have to earn it. They have to think about how can I connect with my people to earn the mandate on which I can lead. The second is, particularly around the field of change, is that we encounter often this notion of consent and evade. And what that means is the leader stands up in front of the organisation, points the direction to go in, and everyone seems to give a thumbs up. But the reality is they consent to something, but when they get back to their desks, they evade or do what they would have done anyway. So the death of deference really matters to leaders, and leaders need to think very hard about how they deal with that.